Hello, welcome back. Let's continue the video. Actually, last video we finished some part of this ad product, like we created in this tab view, and the general tab we added some field. So that's what we did last time. I will continue now. I will try to finish all the tabs, and except this image tab and linked product, I will go for the next video. The next video I will finish this ad product part. So after next video completed, we can start saving the product. So now we'll start again. Like a general tab, last time we did some fields. Actually, I have finished now general tab, but I want to add some more field there, some more field there. Like for example, there is a product name, and we can add one more field to add some description. And I have some more to do with the sales price. So for that, what we can do is, so first we have here product name. After that, let's add one more field for description. Form field, label will be ender description, and input type text input type will be should be input type. Like description will be very too longer, so we can use a multi-line. You can put different, more than one line. So it's like I will show you how it works. So we will get a description field here. Okay, now we got the description. So if you enter like this, you can see if you press this button, it will go down. But currently it's not going because it is by default only one line. But we need more than one line, then only the multi-line will work. For that, if you go here in our custom form field, if you go, you can see minimum line and maximum line. So minimum line I will put 2, then maximum line, let's see, maximum line we can mention like 5 maybe, or I can put like, okay, 10 I added. So this also we don't need for everything like this, right? Only the one we selected we need that much line. That's why we need to add it here. So it accept the minimum line and maximum line is accept int only. So you can add int minimum line and int max line. Okay. So for the minimum line, you can give minimum line it's not coming. Okay, minimum line, and maximum line is max line. Now when we go down, okay, why now showing an error? No error. Okay, now where's the description? Okay, there you can select minimum line should be 2 and maximum line we can put 10. I don't know, 10 is too more, too high, but let's see how it works. Okay, now I did hot reload. Then here also we need an on change it actually. Okay, now let's see how it works. You can see already it has a, the height is more than the other field because we have given 2 lines. Now if you add something, when you press this button, you can go, it is going to next line, again next line, again next line, like up to 10 line you can type. So that's what this multi-line means. Now we need an on change. So when we write something there, it should save in our this product data, right? So for that, I can add one more here. So it accepts the string, and it is called description. Correct. Then if you go down, you can copy this and paste and mention here if description not equal to null. Then add one more field that is for the description, and that description we can pass from here. So on change it, when we change something we will get a value. That value we can pass to provider. How we can pass? Provider dot get form data, then search for this description, and the description is value. Okay, so now we got a field for description also. Correct. Now it work. Okay, delete all that. Okay, now product name, description, all that we got. Now another thing is, one more thing we need to do here is the sales price. The sales price is actually the regular price, and sales price means this is the price of the product and this is the sales price. That means maybe if you want to give a 20% discount, you can give a price here after the discount, and that price you want to schedule like until which date you want to show that price. After that price, uh, there won't be any discount sale, something like that. So we can add a schedule here with the calendar. How we can do, go to the sales price. So this is the sales price. There you add a text saying that schedule. So there will be a schedule, and when you press that one, you can select the date until which date it should work. I will add a color on that text. The color will be blue color. Colors dot blue. Okay. Then I want to add that in. Okay. Before that, wrap with this widget with inkwell, and when you tap on that, the calendar should open to select the date. So until that date, the sales price will work. After that, there won't be any discount. Like that, it should work. So this is the schedule, and schedule. When you press the schedule, so now when you press, you can see there is an pressing effect. You can see there. So when you press that one, what should happen is show date picker, right? So this is the date picker, and the date picker need an initial date. So initial date should be date time dot now. So the time you press, that is the first date. Date time dot now. That is the starting date, and the first date also should be the same. It should not be the backdated. You can put the same date, and the last date maybe you can mention up to which date the calendar should show. So now it is 2000. Maybe we can say okay 5000. So year 5000 years under that. The calendar will show. I mean, it's up to you how many you want. So now if you press that one, the calendar should open, but there is an error. The error, you need to close this with the semicolon. Okay, now again hot reload. Date time. Okay, now when you press schedule, okay, I press, you can see the calendar open. The first date is today date, and it will be until the year 5000. So when you press a date, you need to get that date, and that date should show also here. So that's the plan. Now when what is this one? Equal one extra. Okay, now we want to get that date what we selected, right? So you can just mention then you will get a value. The value will be the date we selected, date to time. Then we get a value. So that value we need to assign to this variable. So the variable should be a date to time, and or we can pass that value directly to provider. So in provider, we will add one more field, scheduled date, that is a type date time. Scheduled date is date time, and we mention here. So if scheduled date not equal to null, then product data add this field also, and if this key also, then value will be scheduled date. So now we get a value. This is the value. The value is a date time. That means that the selected date, and that we will send to so we will send it to provider. So provider dot get form data. Then schedule date is equal to value. Okay, so it will save in provider. Now the date I want to show here. For that, you can wrap this equal with the scheduled date with a value. What is the error here? You don't need this. Okay. So wrap this equal with a row, and the first one is the schedule, and the second one will be a text. The text should show the date. What is the date? Provider dot product data schedule date, right? This is called schedule date. It should be the same. And add a null check. Okay. Now I want to show in a two different. One is here, one is in the end, one is in the starting. So I need to align like that. Main axis alignment dot space between. Now it will work, and after that I want to refresh the screen, and the date which we selected should appear here. For that, this provider we can add inside a set state. Okay, now let's see how it works. Okay, it's saying there is a null value. Where is that null value? Null value coming from this one, because we still not added anything in this text. So we need to mention here, if provider dot product data scheduled date not equal to null, only show the text, otherwise don't show anything, just leave it like that. Okay, yeah, so nothing is showing there because there is no value. Now I will select the date, go to schedule, and I press the date 31 and press OK. Then it says it is not a string, because this is a date time, not a string. So how we can do is, you add that as a string here. Yeah, now you can see the date we selected, it came here. Again I change the date, like 31. Okay, then you can see 31, or like I put another date, like I put like February 23. So you can see 2022, but the date is not looking nice, so I want to format the date. How we will format? We can format like, and also we want to make sure something is selected in the sales space. So if something selected only, we need to show this here. For that, what we can mention, we can say here, bool sales price is equal to false. That means the sales price is not there, it is false. So if it is only true, we want to show that. So where is the sales price? Okay, regular price and sales price. So when you enter a sales price, you need to add the sales price in a provider, and I want to add this in set state, and in set state also we need to mention, after adding in provider, we can say sales price is equal to true, correct, inside the set state. Okay, then we can mention here, if sales price is equal to true only. So if it is true, you don't need to mention any of that thing, you can just mention if sales price. So now actually it is not true, it is false, so it should not show, the complete line should not show. You can see it's gone. Now I enter a price 25, then it came a schedule, right? So now we have already selected a date, that's why the date is showing, otherwise the date will not show also. Okay, now otherwise I will just refresh the screen, and I will do this hot restart, and I will start from the first. Okay, add product, and you can see there is nothing, and I added a sales price like 200. That time schedule came, and you press the schedule and press a date and press OK, then the date came there. Now let's format this date, make it something nicer. So you go somewhere, maybe you can go to Firebase services and add it should be a string, and we can give a name, formatted date. So var output format is equal to date format, yeah, date format, and inside the date format should be first date, then month, then year, space, the hour and minute, and AM or PM. Put this as a string. Okay, so now we will get a format. So this is our format. Now what is the date? Var output date, var output date is equal to the date we want, like output format dot format. The output date should be a formatted date, so the date we can get from here. Okay, given here. So this is our output date. Then we can return this because it's a string, so we can return this as a return output date, this one. So this is actually a string, so this is string, and we are going to send also a string. Okay, now come to our tab, and this is the date, right? Just copy that and delete other all and mention service. That is the Firebase services we already have declared here. Firebase services dot formatted date, and paste the date there. So this is the date time, and we want to format and we want to show that in our screen. Now do a hot reload and it should show now nicely. 31st January 2001 came day and month and year and the time AM or so, AM or PM. So 12 o'clock midnight 31st this January, until that this will be the price. Okay, and also in save product we need to check when you save it's always should be less than the regular price. It should not be more than regular price because the discount prices should be less than the actual price. So now the general tab is done. Next let's go to inventory tab. Yeah, this is inventory tab and this is general tab. Okay, next will be inventory tab. So for that I will create one more dark file called inventory tab. Okay, package stateless inventory tab. So here also we need a list view because same like here. Now you can see it's gone down. Now if I select a tag status as taxable, then still you can scroll and you can enter. So same like that, here also we need a list view and a list view children. So first what we will give, now what we can do our form field, if you want to use in another tab also, we can just cut that one and put in our Firebase services. We'll add here, and this to show all the widget libraries you need to install. You need to import this material. You need to import this where's that material, and this intl is actually the package for date format. When you select that, if you get any error, you can import that also. So now it is in a services, so there will come some error wherever we use that one. So there you can just mention services.form field, services.form field, then the error will go. Yeah, still showing an error because it's you remove this one, not a private, this is the public one. So if you put that one, you can use only inside here, you cannot use it from outside. So the error will go like that. You give wherever we have given this form field. Okay, second one finish, and third one and fourth one. One more. No, now we can see here all the errors gone. Okay, now you can see here also it's saying some kind of call super or something. So to go that one, you can just mention like this super dot build context, then that also will go. Okay, now in inventory tab also we need to get those form field from the Firebase services, so that you call the Firebase services as services and Firebase services, then services dot form field, then you get a form field here. The form field label should be SKU, that means maybe inventory code, which code you want, or item code, product code, something. That input type should be text input type, right? Text input type should be a text. Okay, now the next what, on change this and all on it, we will add an on change. So on change, we need to bring this into provider. For that, you can just cut this one, just cut and add consumer, and the builder you can give context provider and child. Or if you don't want to give child, you can just put like this also, it will work. Then return, you paste the one we cut already. And this provider, you need to mention which provider, that is product provider. So on change it, we will get a value. Then that value we need to change, you need to save here as inventory SKU, right? So that will be a string and SKU. Then you can mention if SKU not equal to null, then save it as SKU and the value will be the one we sent from inventory tab. So we can mention provider dot product get form data, then SKU is the value we want to give. Now we got an inventory tab. That inventory tab you can add product screen as the next tab. So you can delete this one and mention inventory tab. Okay, and I will remove this yellow line by adding the const. Okay, now we will get a tab here, SKU, right? So this SKU tab also inventory tab, same like a general tab, we will give padding with a 20 on all side, then it will come with a space. Okay, so this is the first field for managing inventory. And another one, we want to give an inventory and one reorder level. That means when the inventory reaches that level, the vendor should get a notification. Correct. So for that, if sometimes they don't want to manage the inventory also, so we should give an option manage inventory or not. So for that, we can give something like a button is there. I forgot that one. Checkbox something. Checkbox. Yeah, checkbox list tile. You can use that one, and it should have a value. The value. Okay, I will change this to stateful widget. Converted to stateful, and copy this Firebase services, cut that and put inside the state and make it as final. Then we need a value, right? We need to save that. We need a value will be, it should be a string. No, it should be a bool. So bool manage inventory. So you need to manage inventory or not is the question. So first it will be false. Then you can give that value as a checkbox list tile value. And when we on change, that means when we change the box, when we change the checkbox, we will get another boolean value. That boolean value you need to give the one we added before. That is, you can put inside a set state that manage inventory is equal to the selected value. Okay. Now if you do a hot reload, it should come there. Yeah, it came. Now when you press, you can see it going and coming, right? That is boolean, true or false. And we need to give a title. The title should be a text and asking that manage inventory or not, right? Manage inventory. So if you want to manage, you can make it true, or if you don't want to manage, you can ignore. Now the space is not nice, so there is a property called content padding. You can put 0, then the both side space will go. Yeah, now it came nice. Okay, so manage inventory or not, just put this one as a gray color. Text style colors dot gray. Okay, manage inventory. So if you want to manage inventory, then then appear the next field. The next field will be services dot form field, and this should show if manage inventory. That means if it is true, because now it is an expression can be used as a nullable expression. So we can say if it is true, then only show this one, and the label should be stock on hand. Okay, then input type, that is text input type, it should be a number, and on change it. So when you change the value, what should happen? It should save in this provider. So provider, we need to give 3 value actually. One is bool manage inventory. Another one is int stock on hand, SOH, let's say, and another in inventory is reorder level. Okay, so these 3 we will mention here. First one is manage inventory, so if it is not null, then save, and another one is after manage inventory, if it is true, then what is that? Stock on hand, right? So stock on hand, then we need to add a stock on hand, then again reschedule. That means when the inventory came to this level, you need to update the inventory, you will get a notification. These 3 we added. Now from here we can call that SKU already added, and manage inventory. So if on change it, we need to save this also in our provider. Get form data manage inventory is equal to value. Correct. Then here also on change, this is stock on hand. So on change it, provider dot get form data stock on hand is a value. So the value is a string, actually it is a string. We want to convert this to int because we have given here as int stock on hand and reorder level as a int. So you can mention int dot parse the value, that is the SOH. Okay, the same you can copy and paste, change this as reorder level, and this also, if you enter that value should change as a reorder level. Now do a hot reload. Yeah, it came. So actually this is true, that's why it came. So if I remove, it should go. You can see it's gone, but only going only one, right? Not going both. So cut both and add that in a column. Now it will affect for both because both is in a column. Now if you remove, both will go. If you add, both will come back. Okay, that is called managing inventory. Another one is, next one is shipping tab. Normally we want to give a delivery charge, and what is the charge for the delivery, something like that. So there, sometimes you don't want to charge a delivery charge, sometimes you want to charge based on that, same like inventory manage or not, like that we can mention here charge or not. So if it is charge, you should enter a delivery charge. So I will add one more tab called shipping tab. Stateless shipping tab, and this also you can add in a list view. Actually we don't have much field there, but still make it as a list view. And here also you can use the shipping. Okay, first you want to add a list tile, that is checkbox list tile. Change this to stateful, and give a boolean value, that is bool charge shipping. So you want to charge shipping or not. So first is false, that means no need to charge, that is by default. Then you can give that as a value here, charge shipping, and won't change it when you change the box. That means if it is true, I mean you will get a true or false. Then you need to do a set state charge shipping is equal to value. This value we need to save in provider also. So bool charge shipping, then also int shipping charge. So if you want to charge, you need to charge the shipping charge also. So I will add that also here. If charge shipping not equal to null, then mention here whether you want to charge or not. As a boolean, it will show true or false. Next is shipping charge and shipping charge. So in the inventory tab, not inventory, shipping tab, so checkbox title on changed. This also we need to bring with consumer. So consumer and context provider child return, and paste the one I just know we cut, and the provider should be product provider. And okay, so when you change, that change should save in get form data in the provider, that is charge shipping. So that is the value, that is a boolean value, right? It's a boolean value, and charge shipping also is a boolean value. Okay. We need to give a title, charge shipping. Okay, then same like before, we can have a content padding as 0, edge insects dot 0, and bring this shipping tab in our add product screen as a third tab, shipping tab. Okay, now if you do a hot reload, it should appear here. Okay, this also we need a padding with the 20 whole 20, and I'll change this as gray color. Text style colors dot gray. Okay, now you can decide whether you want to charge or not. So if charge shipping is equal to true, that means if you want to charge, then we can call this Firebase service form field, Firebase services equal to Firebase services. It is not must that you need to mention everything in here. You can maybe you can just separate a dart file for all this kind of something like a utilities or something. But just to save time, I didn't create another dart file. Shipping tab. Import Firebase services. Okay. So if it is true, then services dot services, not services, right? If it is true, yeah, services dot form field, then label is shipping charge, then it will be text input type. Text input type is a number, then won't change it. That means when you enter something there, you need to save that in provider, that is provider code that get form data and shipping charge. Shipping charge is equal to value, and the value is a string, and shipping charge value is string, and shipping charge is an int. So you need to mention this as int, that is int dot parse value. Okay, hot reload. Now if you want to charge shipping, you press this one and you give a shipping charge like 200, so it comes, right? Let's say all this is saving in our provider or not. Okay, I just press save button. Yes, it's printing whatever we have given, right? Even shipping charge also, everything. And we didn't give any data here, only sales price given. The sales price also printed, and scheduled date also here, that also printed. Yeah, so until now it is working fine. Shipping. Now actually I want to add one more field, so I want to increase the field. Because of that, we need to increase the length also. It should be 6, and after shipping you can add one more tab called attribute. Attributes. There we can give all the color, sizes, something like that. For example, if it is a mobile, you can give RAM size or the storage size. Or if it is a dress, you can say give the size like XL or small, large, something like that. For that, we will create one more tab called attribute. Attribute tab. So import. This error we will clear, don't worry. Stateless widget attribute tab. Yeah. So now come here and after shipping tab you can add another attribute tab, then the error will go. See, then attributes came here. In that attribute also we need a list view and the children. First thing what we can give maybe a brand, correct? Brand or size or something like that. Okay, first I will add a brand. So actually for that one we no need to select this Firebase services form field, because here we are doing a validator. Sometimes you want to give the value, give a brand name, so the validator is still the validator will work because you didn't enter anything. Because of that we will add a separate form field here. Okay, widget, or I can copy the everything. Okay, just copy this one, copy and paste. There you can remove the validator. Okay, then you can mention form field. Why not coming? Because okay, just give that one. Form field, the label will be brand. Input type is a text. Input type, that is text input type, is a text. Then won't change it. So when you change the value, it should save in provider. Again, like last time, I always forgetting to add a consumer. So consumer context provider and child. Here we need to mention which provider, that one, that is product provider, and return this list view. Toward this consumer, you need to make sure the provider is already imported. So you will get a value. That value will go to the provider. So provider, again we need to mention another field, that is brand, right? So it's a string brand. Then brand, save as the key, brand and value, the brand attribute type. So when you change, that value should go to provider as the brand. And here also we need to give a padding of 20, and there's an error because you need to give this. Okay, so we got now brand. Next we can add a size should be okay, I will add one more form field. Size should save as a list view, because as a list, because you will have the same product, different sizes, 32, 18, like that. So we need to save like that. So we need to add in product provider as a list. Actually, it should be a list. So the size we have to show in a list. For that, compare attribute and change this to stateful, and this the widget we made bring outside the build context. Okay, now let's mention one list, that is list of string size list is equal to list. Okay, so this is a list. So whatever we enter here, the size, before we send it to provider, we need to add this value to size list size. So we need to add in a set state, and size list dot add the value. Okay, now I will show that as a list below. List view dot build a context index return text, so size list index. So this is what we're going to show. And if you do a hot reload, yeah, because if you because we made a list view inside another list view, so that's why the error. So this list view temporarily I will add as string wrap true, then the error should go. Still there, right? What it says in the empty. Currently this is null, so we need to mention that size. We have to mention here size list dot is not empty. So only if it is not empty, show this list. So put that inside a if block. Now if you do hot reload, so okay, now we got a list view here. So after we add the value we entered, it will add to the list, and list will show here as a list view. Now if I do a hot reload, okay, attribute list view. So we mentioned if list is not empty, then only show this list view, and I added this string wrap, otherwise the error will come. Now if I add something, okay, it's still showing error. What is that error? Error is showing we need to add a item count. So item count will be size list size list dot length, right? So that is the total list children we want to show. Now I did a hot reload again. Okay, it's taking time to do the hot reload, so I will just stop the app and rerun again. Then it will be more faster, I think. Okay, I will just restart the app. So list view builder, it will show only if there is something in the size list, and you need to give this item count, and also it will show all the values as a list in a text view. Okay, our app is now reinstalled. Products, add products, and we were in attributes tab, and I will add now some sizes. Maybe I will add like XL. I think still the error will okay, XL, correct? Yeah, see, whenever I enter, it's adding below, right? Yeah, it's adding below. But now the problem is every time, because it is on changed, every time when I enter something it's adding to the tab, so that is not the way we want. I will do one thing, I will wrap this widget in a row, and if you put a text field in a row you will get an error, so that you need to wrap text field with an expanded widget, then the error will go. So this is one thing, and another one, I will add an elevated button, then child I will mention add, then on pressed, only after pressing this then we can do the same thing we mentioned here, add to the size list. So we can remove this on changed here, we don't need that one. uh, but okay, this form field also I will remove, and I will add here our own text to form field. Then the label should be okay, decoration, input decoration, label, text, size. For that we will give a controller here, final size text is equal to text editing controller, and we can give that controller here size text. Okay, so this is the text field. Now if I do a hot reload, here is an error, and here actually we need to add the size text dot text. So that is the text we ended here. Okay, now it came here. I will do hot restart because I want to clear this things from the list. You need to put this inside a set state, and it will same time will refresh the screen also. Okay, now if you go product, add product, and attribute, I add a size of like Excel, and I press the button add. You can see it came here, right? Actually I pressed 2 times, that so it came 2 times. And I mentioned double Excel, I add, and that also came. So it will come like that nicely. So if I add again, it's coming another, but we want not like different, we want only one. So how we can do that? Size dot so every time when we press, the whole thing 100 is going to the list, right? So we don't need like that. So for that, what we need to do, once it is added, then we want to clear the size list. So size text dot clear, correct? So now when you do a hot reload, now okay, if I add here, this is clear. Now I add again. Okay, I will do a restart again. I want to clear that one, and let's see next how it works. So product, add product, attribute, size, Excel, add. Next small, add. Next triple Excel, add. So all coming one by one. Correct? It's coming nicely. But we want to show this in a horizontal list, not a vertical. But I will add a small space here first. Then here we can say scroll direction axis dot horizontal. But if you put an horizontal, if you don't wrap this with a widget with height, it will get an error. Of course, you should get an error. Yeah, so now you are getting error, right? For that, what you can do is you wrap this list widget in a container and give a height of maybe you can say like 50. If I do a hot reload now, yeah, now it's coming nicely. Now if I can enter any size, it is adding to the list. Right now let's just format this text. We can give a padding, and this padding we can wrap with a container, and the container we can give a color, the color of orange dot shade of 500. Then okay, now I will remove. Okay, we can add this in a center and also give a padding to this container. Now how it shows. Yeah, it's showing nice, right? But not only width I will give, not only height, I will give a width also to 50. Okay, sorry, this is wrong, not a list view. This container I will give a height of 50 and width of 50. Yeah, now it is okay. Now you get the list here, and we will make a small styling for the text. Yes, we can give a bold font there, font weight dot bold, and also we'll give a decoration, box decoration, border radius dot circular 4. And if you do a decoration, the color should be inside the decoration, otherwise you will get an error. Now it should look nice. Okay, now this is the size you added here, right? Now this size we need to save to our provider. For that, what we can do is we can add one more button in the list view bottom, that we can say elevated button, and its child text should say save. Okay, so on pressed, what we need to do, we need to save that in the provider. So it will accept a list, that is size list, and I will come here and will add, if size list not equal to null, then add size. Okay, we'll add only size, that is size list. Okay, attribute tab. So when we press the save button, it should save the list into the provider. So the size list is our list, which is here, size list, correct? Okay, now if I do a hot reload, save, correct? Now I will add one more boolean here, bool save word is equal to false. So whenever you press the button here, okay, put this inside a set state, and also you mention saved is equal to true. Okay, then the save button, if it is saved, we need to say if it is saved, then the text should be saved, otherwise text should be saved. So saved is equal to true. If it is true, it is saved, otherwise saved. Now hot reload. Now if I press the button save, you can say it is saved already, correct? Now another thing, if you want to remove something from this list, what we can do, we can say like okay, before that I will just add a small text here mentioning that long press to delete, size, text style, colors dot gray, and font size neutral, long press to delete. So when you press this one for long time, it should be deleted from the list. How we can do that? Okay, this is the thing we want to remove. So you can put an equal on tab. So when you press long time, so what you want to do is size, what should you do, size list dot remove at, you need to give the index. So the index is sorry, we need to remove the size index. The index should be okay, index. Okay, then that also will put inside a set state, and after we remove, then again we need to add the updated one into the provider get form data size list is equal to size list. Now let's see how it works. Okay, if I press this one for a long time, yeah, it's gone. Again I press, long gone, gone. Actually it is not on tab, sorry, I didn't notice that one. It should be on. Long press this better. So if I will add again XL, added another one by mistake, you added something wrong, you want to delete that one, just long press, it will delete automatic, correct? Okay, long press, gone. So it works. Now your list in the provider also should be updated with the exact okay, now I added Excel and I added one large, both I added. Now if I press, okay, I press the button save product, it is printed the size XL and large. Okay, now if I remove after long press the large and if I press the button save product, what it shows only XL. That means it's working fine. Okay, so the file store will save only XL like that. So this also, now another thing is, if nothing is here, this button also should be should not show. Otherwise, if you simply press the add button on empty, things will add to the list. So we want to remove that also. For that, what we can do here, it is okay, bool entered equal to false. Okay, then add button, this is the add button. If entered is equal to true only, it should show the button. And when you enter something in this form field, when you enter something, we can say on changed. I know, or we can say like this, remove that one, and if size text dot text dot is not empty, I think it should work. Otherwise we will change that one. Yeah, now button is not showing, but when you enter, button is not appearing, right? So better we will do the same, like bool enter is equal to false, and come here on changed value. If value is not empty, then set state entered is equal to true. Okay, then if we can say if entered, that means if it is true only, show the button. Okay, now we have, like I press add, then it's gone. But if again adding now, so what we need to do, when you press the add button, again we need to change this enter to false. Okay, now I remove everything by pressing long. Okay, I added XL, size XL, the button appeared, and I press add, the button gone. Again I press small, I press add, button came. Then I will press double XL, I press add, then it came, right? Then after that we can press save, then it will save to Firestore. Sorry, it will save to provider. And also whenever you press add, it's a new list, so it should say saved also should be false. Then we can say, instead of save, we can say press to save, something like that. No, just trying something. You also can change how you want. I delete again everything. Okay, and this button also, if it is saved is equal to true only, show the button. Button should show when button also, let's say like that, if saved is equal to false, only show the button, otherwise don't want to show the button. How it works, let's see. So if saved is equal to false, then only show that one, then we will press that one, then let's see how it works. Okay, now the button gone. Now I press Excel, this add came, I press add, button not came, because when you press the add button, where is the add button, add, when you press the add button, saved is equal to false, and if saved equals to false, only it should come. Add clear, and ended is equal to false, and saved is equal to false also. Okay, I just do a restart again, button not coming, right? So if saved is equal to false, only show that. So actually when you press the add button on press it is changing to saved already. Then when you press the button, it should say saved is equal to true, saved equal to false. Let's press button to save, press to save. So when you press, it will add with 5-star, and the button will become again true. Then if it is true, this should go, it should not show there. So first is saved is equal to saved is equal to false, saved equal to false. Then press the button add, also saved is equal to false. Try removing the field or using it. It is already used here, but why it is showing not used? Okay, I will do how to restart. Dashboard, product, add product. Will come to attribute, and I will say like XL add. Button is not coming, right? Okay, I remove this one. Press to save. Then saved is equal to true. Okay, let's say if saved equal to true, then saved, otherwise press to save. So I just press to save, and it changed it to saved. Then if I add again X, it changed to press to save. Then I press to save, it changed to saved. Okay, we'll keep like that. Now we can add a size however you want. Okay, add small, add, press to save. Okay, saved. If you want, you can change the button, or you can disable the button. Something can do here. I think we'll do like that. If how to show, if saved equal to false, only it should show. Then when we add the button add, we mention it is false. That one is not working, but anyway, I will not work on that, because I'll just leave that. We will keep like this, saved, and after save, if you press, it will say press to save. Okay, press to save, and it will show saved. So now you can add brand, size, and what you want to add. Maybe something like that. You can add whatever. And for extra, I will add one field. What something extra if you want to add, we can say form field, and the form field label will mention add other details. That one I can give a maximum line of maybe 2, and on change it, the value will save to Firestore. I will change to the provider dot get form data. We need to mention here string other details. Okay, if other details not equal to null, other detail. Okay, so when if you add something there, we can directly save that one other detail as a value. And you can pass some other details also here. So correct. So this worked fine. Now we have got so many information for a product. Actually, this is let's see shipping. If I add a value and go to other screen and come back, it's still there. And manage inventory. If I add something, and if I go other tabs and come back here, that also remaining there. Inventory, other charges, shipping, inventory. It is going right because we want to add the same like before. We need to add here with automatic clip as active missing, and we will add here bool. What was that? A bool missing. Yeah, I'll just copy here. Copy inventory tab, also paste. Then here also now you will have a line here. You can say super dot build context. So there I will go. Same we can give for shipping. So every tab you can give that one with automatic keep align, paste. Then here also super dot build context. Then another one is inventory shipping tab and attribute tab, right? Attribute tab also with all, what else is that? Automatic keep align mixing, and paste that here. And super dot build context, and keep this list as final. Okay, now it should not go. It's the whatever we have given, it should remain same. That means the screen should not refresh. When we go to any other tab, it should remain as it is. Shipping still there, inventory still there. It now goes. Okay, it's fine. Attribute also, press to save. But here we want to make a change. If nothing is there, why you want to change, right? For that, we can keep this both in a column, and let's say if size list dot is not empty, that means something in the list only should show here. Okay, let's see, add. Yeah, now it's coming. So it's a press to save. When I press, it's showing saved. Then again I add, it's saved. Now if I remove the button, and everything gone. Work fine, good. Now we have one tab is linked product, another one image. This I will do finish in next video. The next video I will finish this add product. So I think now we have maximum information given for a product, brand, size, and yeah. So actually we can make it more complicated by adding some more fields, colors like that, but I don't add all those things. I will finish the attributes this much, and if you have some idea you can add by yourself also. Thanks for watching. See you with the next video.